Welcome everybody to Go Local Live. I'm Josh Fenton, CEO and co-founder. It is a busy day already. Take a look. Kevin Stakeham's got a big piece about the potential of a Big East ACC merger, which both Rick Pitino and Coach K have been talking about. Take a look at that. But let's go to Rob Brill. He's the new market manager, the head guy for the Rhode Island, Connecticut market for Cox Communications. Rob, thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Good morning.
All right, let's jump right into it. It is the crazy world of communications, how people are consuming. Maybe the only shared value experience we have in media is the Super Bowl these days. Let's talk a little bit about you coming into the market and what you see here versus where you've been previously.
Yeah, Rhode Island is such a great market, and it's unique for Cox because we serve the entire state. So it really gives us the ability to connect with our customers in a way that we don't necessarily have in other locations. So that's really exciting. And then, we've got our Cox mobile product, which we rolled out last year specifically for internet customers. And so we're super excited about that. It rolls over a 5G network, so it's super reliable, super affordable, plan starting at $15 per gig. And it's just another great way that we can get Rhode Islanders connected.
Rob, you've been in multiple markets and you've been with Cox for a while. Talk about, you come in here and everybody says, well, every place is the same. No, stop the talk. In Rhode Island, it's totally different. What's the difference you've already perceived in coming into Rhode Island?
Yeah, Josh, there's a pride here amongst Rhode Islanders that feels unique. And I've not really felt that sense of pride and that sense of community that's here in Rhode Island. It's really exciting to be a part of it.
As you come in here, let's look at the big backdrop of what's going on in streaming, the transformation. You're seeing just how people consume media so entirely different than 5 years ago and wildly different than 10 years ago. We used to watch network programming and the, Thursday night lineup, or if you're old enough, the Saturday night lineup of All in the Family and Mary Tyler Moore and those things. Those things are just gone. Now it's always selection by the user, streaming, Netflix, Peacock, et cetera, et cetera. What's the challenge for Cox in this new world order?
Yeah, I think we've been able to keep up with that in the sense that we have really puts all of those things together for our customers, right?
Yeah.
Certainly allows them to utilize the traditional cable network, but if they want to go outside of that and stream on another platform, they can all do it from one device. And so I think we've really done a pretty good job of keeping up with that challenge. And then, the way they consume it, now you can watch an entire season in a weekend. I think about when we were younger, how long did it take us to watch a season of a program? I mean, it was weeks and weeks, if not months.
And if you missed one, it was the worst thing of all time, right?
Absolutely. And remember the cliffhanger, to be continued. That doesn't happen anymore.
Rob, as you see this transform, is there an opportunity for Cox? More programming developed by Cox, more localization of connecting to Rhode Island, because we've seen tremendous growth. We're 14 years old. We went from 0 to getting 50,000 readers a day. There's the technology, the instantaneous, the mobile connection. A big story used to break on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Now it can break anytime. 10 o'clock on a Saturday night can be as busy as any other time. How does Cox tap into that and leverage that for future growth?
Yeah, with the everybody's got a phone on their camera now, right? So everybody can be a producer, everybody can create content. And we've always had that access. We've got public access in some other ways that that content can be got out to our customers. And so There's just the way that we talked about technology early, and the way that that's changing. I mean, it impacts everything. It's impacting the way our customers are creating content, the way it affects the way that they're consuming the content, and we'll continue to look for ways to be as local as we can in our communities. And I think, our founder, we're a family-owned business, been in business for 127 years, and that commitment to our communities has always been a stake, the table stakes for us, and we still remain very committed and supportive of our communities. And that's one of the things that I love about working here is our ability to stay connected and support the communities that we live and work and serve.
Yeah, Rob, I do need to give kudos because as many companies have merged or been acquired by outside corporate interests, Cox has been pretty true to the investment into the local community with charitable dollars. And this year, our Woman of the Year that we selected for Rhode Island, she really cited, Henrietta really cited Cox's investment, $150,000 into building a new facility. There are not a lot of corporate givers who are making that level of investment to support African immigrants becoming assimilated here in Rhode Island. I mean, it's a remarkable piece of the foundation of what she's doing. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, amazing recognition there, and we're like I said, our founder James M. Cox was so committed to giving back, and obviously that's still evident today. But it's not just through our philanthropic activities. When you look at things like Cox Conserves, we were I think the first communications company in America to achieve zero waste to landfill. So we're very committed to conservation, and that's a way of giving back to the community as well. And we've got some pretty aggressive water and carbon neutral goals by 2034. We want to be carbon and water neutral. So, not only even on the philanthropic side, not only do we support organizations financially, but our employees are out volunteering in our community all the time, whether that's sitting on boards or working at a local food bank or volunteering at local food banks, and they're excited to get out there and do it. And I think that's just really a testament to the commitment that the company's made and the families made to continue to support our communities.
Rob, listen, I really thank you. The next time you're on, I am going to give you a spelling test. It will include Quanticottog, Weekapaug, and Nunnaconnecut. But we gave you a free pass this time. But be ready next time you come on, because you got to get down all the local names here in Rhode Island. It is it is a nice state. We're prideful and unforgiving here in Rhode Island.
That's right.
Listen, thanks so much for joining us. For everybody else, stay tuned. A lot going on. We're working on a very interesting investigative piece. Should be up about 12 noon. And if you haven't seen the big exhibit, and I mean big exhibit, over at the Water Fire Center, Michael Rose has a big write-up on a really remarkable presentation of creative genius that's taking place and opening now. Take a look at that as well. That's featured highly today. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe. Enjoy the weather.